All right, heading back from the beach right now, but wanted to do a quick little video because in this channel, you guys always know that we're talking about optimizing yourself so that you can start hitting your goals. And I want to talk about why hitting your goals is so important, because a lot of people, they want to hit their goals so that they get money and for a financial reason. But that's not why we do it inside the new era of health. You see, what happens with most people, I don't know if my video is stopping. There we go, cool. But what happens with most people is they tell themselves they're gonna hit some sort of goal because they wanna improve their life and how they feel about themselves. And when they don't hit their goals, what ends up happening is they get moved to this really dark place. And I say it's dark because when you don't hit your goals, you start to form negative thoughts. You start questioning, am I really good enough to hit my goals in life? Am I really gonna become the man that I always thought I was gonna be? Or am I destined for a mediocre life? And when you start getting these thoughts in your head and start second guessing yourself, man, you just feel terrible about yourself. You feel like you're disappointed in yourself. And over time, this starts to compound and you consistently wake up and you have negative thoughts. You find that you go throughout your day and instead of asking the girl you have a crush on a date, you don't do it because you don't believe in yourself. You don't have that instilled internal belief, that rock solid foundation. And that starts to hinder all areas of your life. And ultimately, that's why I say you have to become a more capable person. It's not just to hit your goals. It's so that you prove to yourself that you are a capable person. And the thing is, once you start to prove to yourself that you are capable, that's when you start to gain this internal confidence, this self-belief. And think about it. That's why you see all these wildly successful people like Gary Vee or Grant Cardone or Joe Rogan with immense confidence. All these super achievers with insane confidence and belief in themselves. It's because they've proven to themselves that they are capable and they can achieve anything they set their eyes on. And that's also why if you look at people that underachieve, like they tend to not have confidence, right? And that's the secret ingredient to confidence, is becoming more capable. Now, the thing is, a lot of people, they want to become capable and they always proclaim to themselves that they're going to do X, Y, and Z. I'm going to start eating healthier. I'm going to start being more productive. And I love that. I love anyone that's trying to improve themselves. At the end of the day, I respect that so much. But the thing is, they spend all this time and energy to get the results, but they follow a broken formula. And that's actually why they don't get the results they want. And you've probably fallen victim to the same exact trap. We call it the mediocrity trap. You know, you declare to yourself that you're gonna change your life and it goes great for a few days. Oop, crossing the street here. It goes great for a few days, maybe even a few weeks. But then one day you get tired and you aren't motivated and you tell yourself, I've been doing great, I deserve one day off. But then we all know what happens. That one day turns into another day and another day until you end up back in your old self-sabotaging patterns, you know? And this, we call the people that get stuck in this mediocrity trap, the trap string beans. Now look, I know that's a funny name, but that's what they are. They're trapped in a mediocre life. No matter how badly they want to change their life, no matter how many times they try to change their life, they don't get the results. And it's frankly because they follow a broken formula from the motivational industry. You know, you hear all these speakers say that you need more willpower and motivation in order to change your life. But look, when has that ever produced the results you wanted? I mean, if it produced the results you wanted, you wouldn't be watching this video right now, right? Clearly it hasn't worked. I mean, you can look back at your New Year's resolution or any other time in your life, you know? It's simply a broken formula, and it's because if all it took to change your life and change your habits and everything was declaring it and saying it out loud, everyone would have their dream life. It's ridiculous. Now, the reason why this formula is so broken, though, is because in order to change your life, you need to change your habits. It's literally that simple. I mean, do you think the top performers around the globe, people like Elon Musk, have the same habits in place as people who work at minimum wage jobs? No, of course not. And that's why they have a life that most people don't. It's because they form productive habits. And inside the New Era of Health, we call this acquiring the mind of a conqueror. We're forming foundational habits that will lead to success in all areas of your life. And I really say it's a foundational habit is because there's a difference between habits you want to form and foundational habits. There's certain habits that you must instill if you want to change your life. And one of them we always talk about is sticking to your word like glue. And think about it. If you don't have this one habit, if you can't stick to your word, you're not in the habit of that. Every time you tell yourself you're going to do something, well, you won't stick to your word, and thus you won't get the change you want. So this is the underlying habit that you have to have beforehand. Now, you might be wondering, well, okay, well, this is cool. Like, I wish I could form this habit, but that's what I've been struggling with, right? I mean, and that's the whole issue, ultimately. And so you're like, okay, well, how do I actually form the habit? And there's no way around it. To get this habit in place, it has to be enforced action. That's every habit, just repetition, repetition, and repetition until the habit is formed. Now, what usually needs to happen is a shift in your belief system and a system to hold you accountable. So let's talk about the belief system first. So in order for you to really commit, 100% commit, because commitment, you're either committed or you're not. There's no in between. And that's a mistake people say. They always say I'm committed, but then their actions show differently. It's like, you can't be in between, because if you're in between and sometimes you're committed, sometimes you're not, then you're not committed. And that's the thing. It's like, you're always committed. You're committed to either producing excellence or committed to staying stuck in the trap streaming or mediocrity trap. But what needs to happen usually is people need to change their beliefs. So you have to think about this. Like, where do you think your life's going to be in 2 years from now if you don't change anything? If you keep staying on the same path that you're on, the path where you keep feeling underaccomplished, striving for more, striving for a better life, well, I mean, clearly it's already bothering you. So in 2 years, all those negative thoughts, all that self-doubt, all that anxiety and procrastination that you currently have, it's just going to continue and get worse. And when it continues and gets worse, how's your mental state going to be? It's going to just keep progressing worse and worse. And the thing is, every minute, every day, every single week that you wait and don't take action to form these underlying habits, and every month that you don't stay committed to progressing your life, well, you're just forming a habit of not doing those activities and making it harder for yourself. And again, if you keep continuing down this path, you could get to a point in your life 30 years from now and still feel underaccomplished. And the thing is, you can't go back and change your actions and behaviors. You're stuck with the life that you have. And it all started because right now you weren't committed. That's what it is. Now, what we do inside the New Era of Health is, like, first of all, we help you form the underlying foundational habits that will lead to success in all areas of your life. And more importantly, I shouldn't say more importantly, but secondly, we have an accountability system. Because look, we know it's more difficult to do things on your own, and when you don't have anyone to hold you accountable, because you'll just quit when things get hard. So what I've done, first of all, is I created a free book. It's going to teach you the foundational habits that super achievers around the globe have. People like David Goggins, Joe Rogan, or Elon Musk. And it's going to not only give you the step-by-step blueprint for what you need to do, but we have a Facebook group, and once you download this book, you can join the Facebook group. And on top of it, we have a challenge, a 7-day challenge, where you can implement all this powerful knowledge from inside the book into your life. So I'm going to give you what you need to do, hold you accountable, and help you implement it. Now, it's all completely free. There's literally no catch. I'm here to help you get results. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, you should go ahead, click the link below, or at least around this video, you'll see the link. Click it, download the book, and then I'll see you inside.